Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome. It is Melissa L. Watkins, Evidential Medium and Master Instructor with IET, Integrated Energy Therapy. It's Sunday night. It is 8 p.m. So if you're joining me live, welcome. Really excited to be here with you tonight. It's been a really kind of busy, family the past few days. My daughter's birthday's at the end of the week, and I feel like we've started kind of like birthday, getting in the mood for it. So it just has been a lot of family time, a lot of really good baby time. Oh, and my hair is doing something back here. We're not going to worry about it, I guess. Yeah, it didn't make the clip, but that's okay. So welcome everyone. So yeah, we're going to do the pick a card for the Capricorn full moon because this is going to be a big one, big change. And so what is that change going to look like in your life, right? This is a super full moon, which means that the moon is going to be close. And what I'm reading is it feels like this is going to be like the biggest super moon this year, that it's going to be the closest. So this is a lot of energy. And so I feel like this is about really, and Capricorn is that energy of like earthiness, but it's also that dogged go work, just that energy of like going and doing. And yeah, this is going to drive me crazy. I can't believe that's not in there. Okay, maybe we get it in there. Okay, there. All right. Yeah, so Capricorn. So I'm a Capricorn rising, which does not surprise me that I've got this energy of just, I'm not comfortable if I'm not working, right? That's that Capricorn energy of just going and working and striving and going. And so yeah, I'm interested to see where these readings go tonight. What is the change coming in for you? I feel like is what we're going to be looking at tonight. So I picked 3 crystals, and I'm going to need your help. So if you guys, the first crystal, I know what it is, but the other 2, I'm not sure. So the first pile is malachite. The second pile is this beautiful green, and I thought it was tiger's eye, but then I got looking at it, and it's not. It's got this beautiful also green quality to it also. So if anybody knows what this is, I would love the name of it. If you could put that in the comments, whether you're watching this live or on the replay. So this is number 2. So there's 1 and 2. And then number 3, that was really calling me, was this beautiful light blue and white, or yeah. So if anybody knows what this stone is, I would absolutely love the name of it. So there it is. 1, 2, and 3. So those are going to be your choices. I actually already have the piles picked. So I'm really looking forward to seeing where these readings go. But if you are new to me, thank you for being here. I am an integrated energy therapy master instructor, so you can do one-on-one sessions with me, and all you have to do is go to my website, guidance311.com, and definitely take a look at my homepage, and there's also an IET page. But that is kind of what we've got going on. And also, if you've not checked out the link, and maybe I'll link it in this, either in the comments or in the description. But last week I actually did a beautiful, it's an hour long. So if you go to watch it, please shut your door, turn off your distractions, grab yourself a cup of coffee or cup of tea or water, but survival mode, how you can save you. And it's all about integrated energy therapy. If you've not had a chance to look at that, please do. And that is on my YouTube channel. It's also on my Facebook. All you have to do is kind of scroll down a couple and you'll run into it. But if you haven't taken a look at that, if you're really someone that struggles with the issues in your tissues, with trauma, whether it's addiction, abuse, just that inner child wounding, whatever it is, please take a look at IET and all the information that I have on my website about it, because if it's something you're ready to step into, please do. I do have packages for 3-month, 6-month, and a year long, which have deep discounts. So if you're someone that's really ready to step into your IET journey and I do call it a journey. Unfortunately, healing is never one and done. We're like onions. We got to peel back those layers. So please definitely look into that and join me. I'm ready to start when you are. And there's beautiful testimonials on my website from women that I've worked with. I've worked with men, but I don't have testimonials from them, but that's okay. So good evening, Johanna. Welcome. Hello, Cynthia. Hello. Hey, Tammy. Welcome. Oh, so Johanna's saying number 2 is bluestone. Okay, thank you. I will look up the property of that. Let me write that down. Bluestone. So I will pin that when I put this on the replay at YouTube, so that I'll try to put the crystal descriptions in there. I was pulling the piles. This is what was happening, guys. I was pulling the piles and I was gonna like hold up one card like I normally do, and I was like, oh no, I need crystals. So I actually grabbed my bowl of crystals and I just kind of looked and said, what is pulling me? What am I being drawn to for this Capricorn full moon? And these were the 3 crystals that I got. So again, number 1, number 2, let's see if I can do this again. Number 1, number 2, and number 3. So those are going to be your choices. All right. So number 1, number 2, and number 3. So the piles are already here, and I feel like they're all going to be very, very interesting as we go. So yes, so that is what's going on. Guys, I'm really sorry that the webinar that I did Friday didn't really work out. So I haven't recorded that yet, but I will, just for those of you who have been kind of following me for a while now. Hey, Lacey. And so I will be getting that out this week. And then I'm supposed to be starting an evidential medium online course that I would teach 6 or 5 Wednesdays in a row starting on this Wednesday. Unfortunately, it's not going to work. So I am going to move that. So stay posted. I will be changing that date and probably having to do it sometime starting in September, only because I'm going away in August. And so and I tried, I want to do it 5 consecutive Wednesdays. So, that me going away in the middle of August doesn't work. So, but all of that information will be posted when I do the webinar for the course that is in my shop, Living in Love, Guidance 311, the course that you can purchase, because it is my birthday month. Yay. Happy birthday to me. And I always do a birthday special for each and every one of you. That has actually been reduced to half price. So it went from $97 to $47. So if you're someone that's looking to ascend or get into connection with spirit, whether you're just starting out or you want to strengthen that connection, please take a look at the Living in Love course. That is going to be the birthday special this year, or yes. Usually I do so many percentage off the 30-minute reading. I think I've done the hour reading once. I don't remember. But I always do a birthday. If you've been following me for any length of time, every July I do some kind of special for my birthday for each and every one of you. And this year it is the Living in Love course. It is 82 pages, a downloadable, printable. It's got all kinds of resources with it, but I will talk more about that this coming week in the webinar that's coming. So let's get started, because you're all here for a reason. All right, so let's hold up these crystals one more time. So we have 1, 2. So 1, I feel like I'm not giving 1 and 2 enough of their own, and then 3. All right, so there it is. 1, 2, and 3. Oh, thank you, Lori. Okay, so I know number 1 is malachite. So if we've got amazonite, all right, I just need to know if anybody knows what number 2 is. I don't know what the name of this crystal is. I thought it was tiger's eye, but I don't know that it is, just because it's got the green. It doesn't really have the yeah. So this is the tiger's eye I'm used to. So this is, so it doesn't look like tiger's eye. But I felt like with for Capricorn, like it was really calling me because Capricorn is, an earth energy. If anybody knows what number 2 is, that would be great. But so that's it. 1, 2, and 3. All right. So let's get started. So we are going to start with malachite, which I did look this up, and this is transformation. So for those of you who chose number 1, or live or on the replay, number 1, so change. This change that's coming in is going to transform you. So let's take a look at, I'll have to ask her. So she's saying Stephanie with a question mark. So I'm going to have to, and probably that's where I bought it, honestly, at the Eclectic Hedge. So if you've not gone to the eclectichedge.com, check that out. That is Stephanie Power's website where I have been buying my crystals for the past year. And unfortunately, she just had to close her physical location, but she's still online. And you do know, if you've had a session with me, that I actually burn her candles in an IET session. That is, her Reiki comes right through those candles. So yes. So, okay. So malachite, number 1, here we go. Initiate, curiosity, open, warm. Yeah. So the change that you're coming into, it feels like it's going to be an initiation. Something that is coming in that will make you feel curious and open and warm, but I do feel like it is going to be something where, I'm hearing trial by fire, number 1. I'm hearing trial by fire. So something is coming in to transform you that is going to feel trial by fire, something you've never done before, something that is going to, I feel like this is like a phoenix rising energy is what I'm feeling, like a very fiery. And I think with this red, and then her, redheads are typically fiery, right? That's what I'm feeling here, that this is going to be very fiery energy in this Capricorn new moon for you, or full moon. Yeah, full moon. Full moon is always about something like changing, right? Something leaving, something changing. So this feels big though for number 1. So if you chose number 1, your energy is unworldly, naive, and unguarded, and you will therefore soon face tests which will help you acquire experience and wisdom. When this card appears, know that you have an inclination to take risks without thinking of where the road you wish to dart down will lead you. You have a tendency to say and do many things without thinking through the possible impact. You speak the uncomfortable truth as no other can. The lessons you are experiencing are filling your life with richness. You have so much trust and self-belief, but you are not prideful. You are ready to take great chances, and others may even judge you of being about to take crazy risks. See, that's what I was kind of feeling here. You may be contemplating leaving a safe job, about to travel, enter a new relationship wholeheartedly, or make a move in life without having examined all the consequences. You are curious, inquiring, and open-hearted. You are inquisitive, but you are no fool. You are an initiate, and you will therefore take risks as you face the unknown. Your next steps into the mystery of life will be blessed, and you have the courage to now enter the unknown. So yes, if you chose number 1, that's what I was feeling, like you're being initiated into something new that's going to feel phoenix rising. Really, really transformative, number 1. So I was going to pull 3 cards to kind of go with, and 4 came out. So if you picked pile number 1, you're actually getting an extra. And actually, it's really kind of cool. So I'm going to start with the extra card. And look at that fire red energy. Yes. Base chakra is all about groundedness, but it's also about foundation, family, finances, safety, security, stability, right? So it's really that the root of you kind of being anchored at this time. And I feel like there's a lot of fear in the root chakra because you're not feeling safe and stable, right? Because you are about to take a little bit of a leap of faith, or really move into a whole new story, new paradigm. So it's going to be really, really important for you to get grounded. Pile number 1 in this full moon energy, to get very, very grounded as this transformation, this initiation of the new comes in for you. Salt baths, getting out in nature, walking, exercise, really, really important. Yeah. Because this is all about you opening your heart. Yeah, you're being initiated. So for some of you, I feel like this is really about relationship. This is about your love coming in, about you really being open-hearted in this full moon energy. And there's going to be a reason, a chance for you to be open-hearted, which is why you're going to need to feel grounded, really need to open your heart. I was actually called to, and if you guys follow me on Guidance 311, the group, I actually did the pick a card this week from this John Holland Psychic Tarot for the Heart. And I was actually called to grab this deck with these readings, because I do feel like, again, Venus is now going retrograde. I believe either the middle or the end of this month. So we really are in this Venusian energy where love is abounding, right, in our lives. And everyone, it's going to look different. But if you picked pile number 1, I feel like it's new. It's initiate, right? Initiate. I feel like you are going to be having love coming in, which is going to open you, be warm, and it is going to create curiosity, because I do feel like for some of you, it may be that love that unlike a love you've had before. And so it's going to be important for you to share the love. Look at that, those 2 cards coming out. Love abounds and share the love. So pile number 1, I do feel like this is relationship. A romantic relationship, friend relationship, family relationship, but it is a new love. A new love coming in where you're going to want to keep your feet on the ground, right? Stay very grounded with it, but not to hold it off, to reach out, to let it in, to share it, to be open-hearted, not protective, not blocking it, right? Really allowing your heart chakra. I mean, this green card, the malachite, is a very green color, right? Which is just going really well with these cards, that it's about your heart chakra opening. And for some of you, it could be that your heart chakra has not been opened in a long time. And so it's going to be really important for you to reach out, to accept it, and to level up. And I do feel like this love that's coming in is leveling you up. This isn't love you've had before. This isn't this isn't an ex coming back. This is not what I'm feeling. With this initiate card, I really feel like this is brand new love coming in, where you have to stay grounded. You have to allow it in, not block it. This full moon is going to call you to really let go of, oh gosh, look at this. Yeah. Look at that. 3 and 3. So you've got the master number 33 coming in. Yeah, this is going to be, again, a relationship unlike anything you've experienced before. So you need to be open to it. You need to let it in, not block it. And for some of you, you might not even recognize that it's here. Oh gosh, look at this. This is beautiful. 1133. Look at that. And I'm not really into numerology, but this is in my face. Yeah, it's time. It's time for you to have love, pile number 1. And I feel like it's been a while. So not to block it, not to let anything hold you back from not receiving it, that it's time. Yeah. Fellowship. Sharing and coming together. It's time. It's time to share your love. It's time to let your love in. Yeah, look at that. So pile number one, this is definitely going to make you stand up and take notice. The person coming in is going to be unlike anything you've experienced before. They may even not be your like typical type. Like you might really have to be open. Be open to who you're meeting. Be open to something very different than anything you've ever experienced before. Pile number one. Yeah, I'm definitely getting that. I'm definitely getting a very new, very different. But what I'm feeling here is it, it's time. It's time. It's time to share it. It's time to get into fellowship. It's time to come together with someone who is going to not only share the love with you, but I also feel like there, this mutual respect, this mutual like being ready. Yeah. So Tammy, this is actually a pick a card. Tammy Hill just said, I wanted to know if loved ones have any messages from the other side for me. So Tammy, this is a pick a card. So if you might want to catch the replay, but definitely listen to the rest of this and then the other two piles that I have going on, and whatever resonates, please take with you. And if you want to work with me one-on-one, you can always go to my website, and that's the best way to do crossed over loved one readings or mediumship readings is one-on-one. So thank you for being here. All right, pile number one, we're going to shadows of dimensional. As the shadow consumes the dimensional expanse, our ability to discern wisdom becomes skewed. The contrast between reality and what we wish it to be, and the doubt that can arise from such. A card of perhaps one of the most difficult choices one ever has to make. When set upon by things going awry, does one fall into self-defeating attitude or rise up and face things with the joyful mood of awakening dreamer who knows things aren't over yet? When things are going wrong for me, I feel this urge to believe that this is an indication of how things will go for me from now on. Something in me wants to confirm my perpetual doom and deeply wallow in the misery of that vision. Even though all is falling down around me, I can also choose to turn to it with the perspective of, and yet. So the question to ask yourself, pile number one, what perspectives am I holding that may feel powerful but are actually holding me back? Yeah, that's what I was feeling with this, pile number one. Don't block your blessing by thinking, this is too good to be true, or I've never won in love before, or how can this person who's so different than from what I've, had in my, how can this be the one, right? So this is where you're not going to want to get in your own way by thinking that because this is so different, you can't have it. So where are you holding on to a perspective that just does not serve you anymore? So absolutely take a look at that so that you don't block this blessing or this new relationship coming in. And I would say the timing on this is anywhere from now until the end of September when Venus is going to go direct. So pile number one, happy full moon in Capricorn. Thank you for being here. Oh, awesome. Awesome, Johanna. Hi, Rhonda. Hello, hello, hello. So that was pile number one. And if you missed it, then I would say definitely check out the replay. All right, pile number two. So I don't know what the stone is yet. I will look this up. And again, I will post this as a pinned comment on my YouTube when I do this, when I post the replay. But this is if you're drawn to pile number two, this is the stone that goes with it. All right. Let's see. Let's dig in and see what we got for pile number 2. The life bringer. Establishment, growth, fulfillment. Pile number 2. Look at that. This Capricorn full moon is bringing you new life, new growth, establishment, and fulfillment. What does that mean? About you now, ideas and projects are gestating. Constellations of ideas are birthing. Your creativity is flowing from within, and ideas are developing in an easy, organic flow. For a time, you will be rich in health and love and in physical beauty. While there is much that is new about you, what has already been developed within your world can now be brought to greater fulfillment. So children may begin to mature and grow older, and your ambitions and your dreams may need support to move from the beginnings to become truly established and make their presence strong and unshakable. Your accomplishments will now be acknowledged, respect will be given, as it is overdue, and your contributions and your work will now receive the value and recognition they deserve. This could also mean that you're able to ask for more money in exchange for your services and seek investment to develop your business. Your influence, power, and reputation are all growing in healthy, inspiring ways. You feel good in yourself. A loving relationship with your body now develops, and you accept and receive loving support from others. No more will you receive disrespect. Unkind words about yourself or your ventures will no longer be tolerated. You are growing in stature. Finally, the world sees you for who you are, a successful being who has followed your dreams. Wow. So if you chose pile number 2, I feel this full moon in Capricorn is bringing you fulfillment, but also validation. Oh, awesome. Okay, ladies, I'll definitely look into it. So we've got Jasper and possibly adventuring. So the life bringer, pile number 2. You also got 4 cards when I went to pick 3. And I'm actually, for you, I'm using the Witch's Tarot by Ellen Dugan. So let's see what we got here. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at that. The Page of Swords coming right out. First and foremost. You're ready. You're ready to look at that. Look at that dragon right there on his. Yeah. I just feel like you are in such a good place where you are ready to continue to move forward with what it is you've been working on or wanting, what you've been growing into, who you've been growing into, I think is what I'm hearing. Yeah, who you've been growing into. So you are bringing new life into your ambitions, in your dreams, in your goals. Again, Capricorn, right? The worker, right? And so pile number 2, that's what I'm feeling for you. This full moon is bringing you into, again, moving towards your dreams, really being validated for what it is you've wanting, working on, doing, growing, building. The Queen of Swords is coming in to say, yes, it is time. It is time to be intentional with where you put your energy, not getting distracted, not letting the nonsense come in. This is all about you cutting away what doesn't serve you. Keep diligently, consistently, confidently moving forward, because you are stepping into this power beginning of finances, resources, opportunities, because of the hard work, because of the foundation that you've laid, because you are now being validated in that whatever it is you're wanting or working on or striving for, it's all coming together because it's time. This Capricorn full moon is definitely like, remember, full moons are endings. So I feel like the stagnation, the blockage, the fear, the lack of confidence, like all of that is being like ripped away. And now you're coming into this beautiful validation, established road where you are coming into fulfillment. And the opportunities and the resources and the money are like all just falling into line. Look at this. Because you are now the magician in your own life. It's like you figured it out, pile number 2. You have figured it out. What works for you, where you shine, and so now it's like, okay, now I'm in mastery. And for some of you, this magician, this mastery is actually bringing you into like the next step. So that's why the resources, the opportunity, and the money are showing up, because now it's time for you to take the next step. So for some of you, it's like you've been playing small and now you're going to a bigger stage. That's the growth. That's what this full moon is projecting you into. Yeah, it's time. It's time for you to now level up, pile number 2. It's like there's no more playing small. You're going to be starting to even be seen on a bigger stage. But you're ready. So there's really nothing to be afraid of. Yeah, there's nothing to be afraid of. And I love that. I love that there's, that this is where it's going. So, non-judgment, reflection, and projection. Yeah, you're here, pile number 2, because it's time. It's time for you not to judge yourself, not to judge others. Allow the blessings, allow the opportunity, allow the resource, allow the inspiration, because for some of you, this magician card is because now that you have like gotten into the flow state, you're going to be asked to go in directions you've probably not even expected yourself to go in. Not that they are a complete surprise. It's not like you have never thought about doing that before. It's just you never thought you'd have the opportunity. So wherever the opportunity, the resource, wherever it's coming from, wherever this new blessing is coming from, pile number 2, it's like, don't judge it. Don't judge it. Don't try to project onto it. Just accept it. Just allow it in. Just allow it in. It's time. At the end of the day, that's what I'm getting here. Yeah, you are the life bringer now. You've been working really hard, pile number 2. You've been working, and I feel like now you're like I said, mastery was the word I got. You're coming into this mastery. You're coming into this mastery, and this Capricorn full moon is bringing you the abundance. And however that looks for you, whatever that looks like for you, whether that's people or resources or opportunity or inspiration. I mean, for some of you, this is definitely going to be like new ideas. I feel like there's going to be like this, opportunity or something coming in where it's like, I didn't see that coming. I had thought about doing that. I thought about going in that direction, but I never felt like that's where I was headed. And now it's like, boom, here I am. This is where I'm being brought. This is where I'm being brought. So don't have judgment about somewhere you're being taken that you never thought you would get to. That's what this full moon is bringing you. So the earth of celestial radical potential. As the earth ascends into the celestial realms, it brings the knowledge of what one can become. And that's where I feel like this Capricorn full moon is taking you, pile number 2. Remembrance of what I am all about, conducting myself with the guidance of my life stream, even if that only means discovering what my life stream is. This card reminds me that to cultivate a dream, a life, I must first learn to recognize the seed from which it grows, then nourish and protect it with my choices so that it can reach fruition. All that I am is made from the dust of stars, their pollen spread throughout the universe in a great diaspora of exploration. Within me is the solar potential, the intrinsic value that lends itself to becoming a light unto myself and a star in the sky of others. So ask yourself, how can I better align my choices with my life stream? How can I better align my choices with my life stream? And I feel like you need to ask yourself that, pile number 2, because you are going to be inspired. You are going to be given the opportunity, and you want to make sure that you're not blocking it by not aligning it. So there's pile number 2. That just feels like really, really good. Feels really good. All right. Hi, Kylie. Welcome from Australia. So excited you're here. All right, pile number 3. This was a stone for pile number 3. And we think, I'm going to look it up, but I think it's amazonite. All right, let's see what it is. I think I agree. Heart and throat chakra is what I'm first seeing. Opens the heart, relieves muscle spasms, soothes emotional trauma, promotes all forms of creativity. So yeah, look at that. All right. So let's see where this is going. All right, pile number 3. The fairy Norn, planning, patience, cooperation. So this is your Capricorn full moon. Planning, patience, and cooperation. All right, let's take a look. It is time to be careful, precise, and considered about what you do and what you say. It is time to share wisely, to look around very carefully, and to consider what patterns of your life will be going forward. It is time to do small and very precise things each day that will increase the stability in your world. It is time for the small, the everyday, to be cared for, observed, and known, and for all the loose ends of life can be tied up neatly one by one. There is clutter and some chaos about you. There is no blame in that, the fairy Norn knows. For all lives, when well lived, hold such things. But your job now is to begin to tidy up your life, to shape it, and to make it into a form that is more contained, more organized, and somehow, for all of this control, more free. For when you introduce the order, the chaos can no longer eat away at precious reserves of time. Emotions are not squandered in the petty dramas that humans love to dally with. And you know what must be done carefully, precisely, and with clear intent to bring the next shape into your life. Do this and watch your fate simultaneously reveal and transform itself. Pile number 3. What is the clutter in your life? What is the clutter in your emotions? What is the clutter in your thoughts? Oh my gosh. Oh, we got 4 cards here too. Okay, 3 was not the number this reading. It was 4. Yeah, Cynthia, that was very pretty. So it is time. Look at this. I hate to say it, but I'm going to go there. All right, for some of you, this is about you letting go of a relationship or an emotion tied to a relationship that had to do with deceit and cheating, third-party situations, contention, deception at the end of the day. That's what I'm feeling here. This is what the Fairy Norn needs you to let go of. Whatever chaos that is still in your body and mind and soul and emotions around relationships that just really hurt you, really deceived you, where your trust was broken over and over again, where you were mentally, verbally, emotionally, and physically abused. Yep. Because it is now time for you to come into your purpose. It is time for a new beginning, a new chapter, a new way forward that totally separates this past. It's almost like this happened to someone else. This was a different version of you. And what you're emerging is a very new version of you. This new purposeful, controlled, intentional person. The new beginning. Taking you into your purpose, your magnificence, your divinity, your connection to the divine, your connection to yourself. And for some of you, this abuse was so bad that that's exactly what this full moon is bringing you. This purpose and this drive and this reintegration of who you are at your essence, at your core, that got diminished or hidden, blocked. And now you're reemerging. You're reemerging. You're seeing your divinity, your magnificence, who you are. You are now moving into this intentional co-creation, embodying who you came here to be. And unfortunately, you had to go through this to remember who you are. Unfortunately. But this is where you are. This full moon in Capricorn is helping you to realign with your purpose, realign with your divinity, your magnificence, and your connection to all that is. And also with this High Priestess card, I feel like you also need to love yourself in a way where you give yourself the grace and the forgiveness of what you went through, what choices and decisions you maybe are still beating yourself up. You did the best you could at that time, and now it's time to love yourself, to release the past and embrace the present. And sometimes in the present moment, we don't give ourselves enough love and attention, and we don't give ourselves enough grace for how we've gotten where we are, who we are. Sometimes it's okay to pat yourself on the back and say you did your best, and here you are. And celebrate that. Celebrate the little achievements. Celebrate the moments. Because all those little moments are going to get you to this feeling of freedom, being able to express yourself in all the ways. Faith. Find holiness within. Yeah, there it is. Give yourself the grace of everything you've been through, of all the choices and decisions that have gotten you to this point. What you walked through, what you survived. It's now time to give that version of yourself compassion and now step into the holiness within. Having the faith that what you've been through is over and you are now moving into your divinity, your magnificence, your freedom. Yep. Visceral listening. Visceral listening is where we're going. So let's see what this is all about. There it is. As the spirit of creativity embodies into the earth energies, a play of interacting learning inside and out ensues. Deep listening fused with conscientious response. This is a card of doing our best. It is a dynamic living expression of how beings meet. It is a situation of mutual insistence, but also learning the willingness to yield. Finding the moment in each moment is the only way to know whether to push or to pull. A responding to life halfway, ready, aware, allowing, and strong, and above all, curious. Reaching beyond the solitude of instinct, but bringing it with me, I find a wildness of dances to weave my way through. Reaching out with my senses to feel both how my presence moves energy and how the presences of others moves me. In such a potential whirlwind, collision warnings abound. I must sink into my being deeply in order to remain adaptable, yet I must not forget to move with my own integrity first. So your question is, what is pressing on me from within and without? And how can I best move to respond to it all? Yeah. It's that response, how you respond, right? Is the energy of what you manifest, what you bring in. So be very intentional, pile number 3, with everything you've been through. Really be intentional about how you're responding so that you're not kind of playing into that old story, but you're moving forward into your divinity, which is why I feel like you need the faith. You need the faith that it's okay to let go of that armor, that protective barrier. It's time. It's time. This Capricorn full moon, super full moon, is all about change and transformation. So I would invite you to be very intentional, no matter what pile you chose, very intentional with your energy each and every day, each and every moment, really stepping into your heart and speaking and acting from that place. Because I feel like a lot of people coming at you in this full moon energy, they're not going to understand this big transformation and they may be reacting from that ego. So stay safe out there. Thank you for joining me live. If you're watching on the replay, please, 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 #replay. If you've not given me a heart on Facebook, I would appreciate it. That helps the algorithm. And if you're on my YouTube, please like and subscribe. All right, guys. Thank you for being here. Have a beautiful rest of your Sunday night. And I will be back. Have a good night. Namaste.